Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudiraet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nastiki. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. So I'll continue to read the last part of our introduction to Srimad Bhagavatam. You can read from here. The Lord left only 8 shlokas of his instructions in writing, and they are known as the Sikshastaka. All other literatures of the divine cult were extensively written by the Lord's principal followers, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, and their followers. The cult of Chaitanya philosophy is richer than any other, and it is admitted to be the living religion of the day with the potency for spreading as Vishwadharma or universal religion. We are glad that the matter has been taken up by some enthusiastic sages like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj and his disciples. We shall eagerly wait for the happy days of Bhagavad Dharma or Prema Dharma inaugurated by the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The 8 shlokas completed by the Lord are, I'll just read one and then. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the light of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Okay, now devotees can take the turn and read. Seema Mataji, you want to read?
I'm not in front of my laptop, but I can find it.
Yeah, go ahead and read. Seema Mataji, unmute yourself and.
Let me just go to my laptop. Give me, maybe
I'm
I'll
not
read the
able to
next
hear
one.
you.
I'll read the next one.
Okay, Padma Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to
Nidhi
living beings.
Mataji, I think Padma. Okay, Padma Mataji, you are reading?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare.
Oh, sorry, I think I was on mute or something. Seema Mataji, were others were able to hear her or not?
Yes, Prabhuji. We
Yes,
are able.
Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
sorry.
are able to
My
hear you.
this thing was on mute. I thought something wrong. Okay, Seema Mataji, go ahead, and then Padma Mataji can read.
Sorry, go ahead. I'll read the next one.
Yeah, sorry for the confusion. Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Yeah, next. Go ahead.
One should chant the whole.
Seema Mataji, let the Seema Mataji.
I'm just looking for the stanza on my laptop. Just give me a few minutes.
Okay, you can open this, the last part of this thing. Yeah, in the meantime, somebody can read. Nidhi Mataji, read one.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Hare Krishna.
Right. Sachin Bayani ji, you want to read the fourth one?
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Next.
You want me to read? O son of Maharaja Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as the atoms of your lotus feet. Hare
Narration. Yeah, Ramita Mataji, read.
Hare Krishna. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up and when will the hairs of my body stand on the end of at the recitation of your name? Hare Krishna.
Ravi.
O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in your absence.
Shloka ji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly in his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally.
Hare Krishna. So
Hare Krishna.
this is called the Sikshastakam, and in essence, the entire philosophy of Krishna consciousness has been summarized in these 8 verses. The mode that how a devotee should think and feel. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has explained all of that in the Sikshastakam. So as we know that how the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Lord himself, but he comes in the guise of a devotee and to teach the bhakti, in this modern age, by his own example, that how to practice bhakti, in what mood one should practice bhakti, what attitude one should practice bhakti, and all of that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is basically, he showed by example how he exemplified his household life, and then later he took the sannyas at the age of 24. Then he exemplified his sannyasa life also. So he establishes very emphatically the principles of pure devotional service to Krishna. And you see that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his followers, especially the six Goswamis, and many of them, they were all very scholarly people, well accomplished in every respects of Vedic culture, well versed in Vedic literature, especially in the Srimad Bhagavatam and all of that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught many of his leading disciples based on the scriptures. To his close associates and disciples, he trained in this philosophy of Krishna consciousness. But in public, he did not talk much about the philosophy. In public, what he did? He did the Harinam Sankirtan, because that is the Yug Dharma. In Kali Yuga, you see that many people may not understand the scriptures. They don't have the ability to really, grasp and understand and importantly apply. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly given, okay, this is the application of the entire philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. What is that? Chanting the holy name of the Lord. So, directly he inaugurated this Harinam Sankirtan. So, this is how he covered the common mass by publicly, openly chanting the holy name. And with his close and intimate disciples, he discussed the scriptures very deeply and that trained them. And later, all these disciples, especially the six Goswamis, they're given very elaborate explanation and descriptions on the science of Krishna consciousness. So much of literature has been written that how one should practice and what in all different aspects of devotional service has been explained. Right? So this is what the Sikshastakam is. So some other time we'll discuss about this Sikshastakam also. But anyway, here we got in essence the life sketch of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is personally is the propounder of this Srimad Bhagavatam, this Bhagavata Dharma. So with this, we'll start reading the Srimad Bhagavatam from the first verse. So first three verses are more of like the invocation, So we'll read that. They're a little long, but the very, very important verses, first three verses. So the first chapter is the question by the sages. So first three verses of that chapter is the invocation. And then we'll see that question begins. And the sixth question has been asked by the sages. And in the going forward chapters, we'll see what are those the answers to those six questions and how Srimad Bhagavatam builds up on those questions like that. Okay, so I think we shall start by tomorrow. If we do, then yeah, I think we'll start tomorrow. Yes, anybody has any question or anything, we can take few minutes to discuss that.
Probably there was a question yesterday. I mean, just when we were going to wind up, but I don't remember the question very clearly. I think it was.
What was the
And you
question?
said you would answer it today. Not sure what the
You
question
posted,
was.
or I think Shamna Mandaji posted some question.
Yes, she posted.
I think she can only tell what was the question.
Okay.
Shamna Mandaji,
I
remember
think, yeah.
what the answer?
No. Yeah, actually, I think I was talking about
Yeah, something about monic something
Yeah.
was there.
Monolithic thinking.
Monistic,
Something.
no, it was culture of
Monistic.
monistic knowledge. So it was pure devotional service must be freed from all desires for sense gratification, fruitive aspirations, and culture of monistic knowledge. So I was just asking what you
Okay,
mean
what
by
is this
that.
monistic knowledge? So monistic
Yeah.
knowledge is the knowledge, basically it is impersonalism. Monistic means that you become one with the Lord. So devotional service should be free from sense gratification. You said sense gratification means karma. And what
Yeah.
else? Read again.
Pure devotional service must be freed from all desires for sense gratification, fruitive aspirations, and culture of monistic knowledge.
Okay, so this is the verse basically which says Anya Abhilashita Shunyam Gyan Karma Anavratam. This is the definition of pure devotional service, like Shuddha Bhakti. What is the definition? How do we understand what is Shuddha Bhakti? So Rupa Goswami gives the definition. He says Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Abhilasha means the desires. Anya Abhilasha. There should not be any other desire than the desire to serve and please Krishna. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. All the desires should be zero. And what kind of desires? Jnana, karma, anavratam. Anavratam means you should be just free from all this jnana and karma. So karma is like that fruity mentality that if I do this, if I worship God, if I pray to God, what I'll get, and those kind of fruity mentality. What is there for me in it? So one should be free from that. You don't even ask or look for that. What is there? If I chant Hare Krishna, what I'll get? If I do devotional service, what I'll get? There's no consideration of what I get. With the only desire is if I do this, it is for the pleasure of Krishna. I'm just offering it to Krishna. I don't want anything. So this is karma. And then jnana is that contamination, that impersonalism, that they have the idea that ultimately will go and merge into the Brahman and will become one with the Lord and like that. So this is the idea of this monistic philosophical speculation, which is called the jnana. So jnana and karma and avradam, one should be free from all these kind of ideas. It is considered as a contamination, the hindrance on the path of progressive spiritual path. So if we we seriously want to progress on the spiritual journey, then we should be free from all this jnana and karma, this sense gratification, and all this monistic philosophical speculation. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Any other question or any comment, anyone, before we close?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what is the story behind all six Goswamis?
Yes, those long stories. We'll discuss that story also sometime. So these all six Goswami, they come from a very aristocratic background, you know, born in rich family, very scholarly, and all of that, and then how they are drawn to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and become the disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they became the next successor descendants, to carry forward the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Yeah, so it is not a very brief thing. Maybe some occasion we should talk about all these six Goswamis. First of all of you should know the names of all these six Goswamis. So there is a Sanatan Goswami, Rup Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and then Jeev Goswami, and sorry, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Jeev Goswami. So they are called the six Goswamis. Vande Rupa Sanatanam Raghu Yugau Shri Jiva Gopalagau. So like that. We'll talk about that. These are all good things to learn. Those who are into Krishna consciousness, we should be all familiar with all these names and their life, and very, very inspiring. That how one should practice Krishna consciousness. These are all come from a very aristocratic background, and how they just gave up all their material opulences because they're just drawn, fascinated by the Sankirtan movement, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the holy name, and then they just left everything and they joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission to spread the mission like that. So
And they
very
are from the Vrindavan itself, because they say six Goswamis of Vrindavan.
yeah. So they're not originally, they won't come from Vrindavan. They come from the different regions and different backgrounds, but ultimately they all came to Vrindavan like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you,
talk
Hare
about
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you everyone. We'll start actually reading the Bhagavatam now from tomorrow on. So please be more consistent now on, and then more attentive and focused. First verse is going to be a little technical, but very, very important and very interesting word. So please come and also invite your friends and family and other people so that others also can be benefited by reading Bhagavatam together. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.